Hi kindergarten friends, it's Mrs. Kearney again. I hope you guys are all doing well. Hope you're having a good week. I am back to read you a story today and do some of our language activities. My kids are here to help me today. I have Colleen and Maggie and Timmy and Molly's taping for me. I picked a story this week called It's Mine. This sounds a little bit like my house right now, and if your grown-ups are listening, they might understand. But we are all in each other's space all the time right now, and most of the time it's good, but sometimes there's a little bit of fighting. So this story is called It's Mine, and it's a fable, and it's by, the author is Leo Lionni.
I'm right here.
Maggie, stop, honey.
In the video.
It's Mine. In the middle of a rainbow pond, there was a small island. Smooth pebbles lined its beaches, and it was covered with ferns and leafy weeds.
I think a frog lives in there.
On the island lived 3 quarrelsome frogs named Milton, Rupert, and Lydia. They quarreled and quibbled from dusk till dawn. So quarrelsome means they fought a lot. They were arguing a lot. And it said from dawn till dusk. So that means from morning till night. These 3 frogs were arguing. See the pond? We've been talking a lot about ponds with our frogs from last week. Here's the rocks in the pond and the plants in the pond.
And also we've been hunting at a lot of ponds like everyone will find.
Stay out of the pond, yelled Milton. Milton, the water is mine. Get off the island, shouted Rupert. The earth is mine. Oh, they're really fighting about everything. The air is mine, screamed Lydia as she leaped to catch a butterfly. And so it went. So this is how they sounded all day long. Friends, are they being bucket fillers?
No.
They are not being bucket fillers. They are not being kind to each other.
They're being naughty.
One day, a large toad appeared before them. I live on the other side of the island, he said, but I can hear you shouting, it's mine, it's mine, it's mine, all day long. There's no peace because of your endless bickering. You can't go on like this. With that, the toad slowly turned around and hopped away through the weeds. So he said, all I hear all day is you fighting, your endless bickering. And bickering means, again, that arguing and fighting back and forth with each other. No sooner had he left than Milton ran off with a large worm. Here's Milton with the worm. The others hopped after him. Worms are for everybody, they cried. But Milton croaked defiantly. Not this one. It's mine. Is Milton going to be, don't answer yet, let my friends at home answer and then you can. Is Milton going to be a good bucket filler and share his worm friends?
No.
He's not. You're talking about hold your answer, silly girl. He is not. How do you think, don't answer yet, Maggie, okay? How do you think these 2 frogs who did not get the worm were feeling? What do you think?
No.
They were thinking no. How were they feeling though? Sad or
Mad.
mad, right? They want this one. They said he's not sharing. Suddenly the sky darkened and a rumble of distant thunder circled the island. Rain filled the air and the water turned to mud. The island grew smaller and smaller as it was swallowed up by the rising flood. The frogs were scared. Desperately, they clung to a few slippery stones that still rose above the wild, dark water. But soon these too began to disappear. See, it's really stormy. There's dark clouds and you can see the lightning and the rain's coming down and they're just trying to stay on these rocks. There was only one rock left, and there the frogs huddled, trembling from cold and fright. But they felt better now that they were together, sharing the same fears and hopes.
The toad.
Little by little, the flood subsided. Please don't say it, okay? The rain fell gently and then stopped altogether. What are they? Don't answer yet, okay?
You, me.
You, especially you. What are they finally doing now, friends, with this rock?
Sailing.
You can't tell the answer till Mommy points at you, okay? Because I want my friends at school, at home to have time to think, okay? So don't answer, Maggie, okay? So what are the frogs finally doing with that rock?
Sailing.
They're sharing. And how do they feel that they have someone else to be with?
Happy.
They're feeling happy that they can be with each other. They're feeling scared and a little worried, and they're so happy to have the other frogs to be with. It's making them feel better. But look! The large rock that had saved them was not a rock at all.
Oh.
You saved us, shouted the frogs when they recognized the
Toad.
toad. So how are they feeling? Don't answer, Maggie. How are they feeling now that they were rescued?
Better.
Better. I think they're feeling
Better.
Better. Happy.
happy. They're feeling much better. They're feeling happy now. And another big word is relieved. Like, oh, we were saved. And look, the storm's going away.
And they're not like scared from the lightning, and they're happy the island came back.
Yeah, exactly. They're very happy. And they think they're surprised that the rock they were on was toad, right? The next morning, the water had cleared. Sun rays chased silver minnows on the sandy bottom of the pond. Joyfully, the frogs jumped in. That means happy. They were joyfully, or joy means happily, happy. The frogs jumped in, and side by side, they swam all around the island. Don't answer yet, Maggie. Friends, how are they feeling?
Better. Happy.
Come sit with me. You can't give the answers, or you can't stay. You gotta go with Daddy. Come here, quick as a chick. So, friends, how do they look? You can kind of tell by their faces. They're feeling happy, right? They're happy to be with each other. They're happy they were all there for each other to get through that bit of a scary storm. Together, they leaped after the swarms of butterflies that filled the air.
No.
Are they hopping by themselves, or are they hopping together?
Together.
Good job. All right. If you say it again, I have to have you go to Daddy. Okay? Gotta take turns. So they were hopping together. Was anybody saying, it's mine, it's mine, it's mine? Maggie?
No.
They weren't anymore. I think they might be sharing. I don't care. And later, when they rested in the weeds, they felt happy in a way they had never felt happy before. Isn't it peaceful, said Milton. And isn't it beautiful, said Rupert. And do you know what else, said Lydia. No, what the others asked. It's ours, she said. Remember at the beginning, what were they saying about everything?
It's mine.
Okay, good job. Can you go see Daddy for a minute? You're not helping my friends at home. Can you come sit over here? If you yell the answer out when Mommy points to you, you can give it. You have to wait, okay? All right. So what were they saying before about everything? What were they saying? It's mine, it's mine, it's mine. And now they're saying, it's ours. It's for everybody. That is bucket filling, isn't it, guys?
Yeah.
Isn't that bucket filling? Yeah. And they're happy like they've never been happy before because they're getting along and they're doing a really nice job as friends and they like that feeling. So that was a bucket filler book, wasn't it, in the end? They had to learn to not say, it's
What,
mine,
you
it's
done?
mine, it's mine. I'm not done. You can stay if you're not going to give answers. Or do you want to go with Daddy?
I can't. You said go to Daddy's room.
Did you guys like that book?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a good one. It was a frog one. I picked it with frogs because we're still doing...
one of mine that I really liked. It was like one of my favorites that you've read.
Oh, that's good. Thank you, Timothy. So it was about frogs, and it's a good one to learn to get along. I have a question for you at home, friends. I want you to think about this. If you have brothers or sisters or friends, come on over here, honey. Come sit with Mom. This is super distracting. Come over here.
I don't.
Let's sit right there nicely. Can you think of a way at your house if you have brothers or sisters or cousins that live with you, or if there aren't kids, what's something you could do kind for the grown-up that lives at your house? But if you do have kids around, what's something you could do to be kind to your brothers and sisters or kids you're around? Colleen, I can't wait to hear my own kids' answers for this. What could you do?
You could not fight with them.
Not fight with them? What's a way you could not fight?
Like if they want it, you could just let them have it.
Yeah, maybe compromise, let them have it, or maybe take turns. Tim, what's another way?
Like just if they want to share with them and go get another toy so they don't like get all mad.
That's a great one. Really good. Maggie, how about you? Who's upside down right now?
The sharing at the pond.
The frogs were sharing at the pond, but what's a way that you could be nice to Molly or Timmy or Colleen?
Nice.
You could be nice. Could you share toys and share turns with them?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice when they say it's ours and not it's mine. I will say, we've been together a lot, and I feel like we're getting better at this sharing and kindness thing at my house. Hoping it keeps up. So, friends, what I'm going to do over here now is a little bit of our sequencing. Maggie, do you think you can sit quietly? We are going to do more of our sequencing with the frog.
Can I hold it all by myself? Can I hold it all by myself?
So this is the one that we did last week.
Hello.
You just can't talk, Maggie. You want to sit there with Molly, you just have to do it quietly.
He flipped it over.
I just need you not to talk because you're big enough to be a super great help. Okay, so friends, this is the one that we sequenced last week, okay? These are the different stages of the frog's life that we learned about in our Growing Frogs book. So, let's see. Colleen, hold on one second. Oh, this isn't working. Can you just hold it for 1 second? Can you just sneak out to Daddy and ask him to read you this? Sorry, by the time we get through everybody else's homework and everything else in the day, we're past people's prime. All right, Colleen, I'm going to have you sequence this here because you did this. What comes first in this sequencing of the frog's life?
Tadpole.
The tadpole eggs. Good job.
Right here.
Yep. Okay, so friends, she started that with tadpole eggs. That's what happens first. I'll let him do. Tim, you can come over here and take a turn in a minute. So friends, now I want you to look at these here, okay? So this is do you remember our vocabulary? This was our frog. This was the baby frog. And this one was a tadpole. Colleen, I'm not sure you're in. Can you see this, Molly? Mm-hmm. And this was the tadpole here. So friends, before Timmy does it, I want you to look. What goes next? What happens after it's a frog egg? Tim, which one happens next? Yep, leave it a little space button. The tadpole. Nice job. So then next comes the tadpole. All right, which one goes now, friend? The frog or the baby frog? Which one goes next? All right, let's see if you thought the same thing as Colleen.
Baby frog.
Baby frog. If you said baby frog, friends, you were right. And Timmy? Friends, let me ask you first. Well, which one do you think goes next, friend? All right, go ahead, Tim. No, just put the frog in. Yep. Good job. All right, so if we were going to tell this sequence, friends, we would say, we'd use our sparkly story words. Your tape.
Here's a new one.
Hold on 1 minute.
Wait, Mama, is one of your sparkly words first?
You got it. All right, here we go. First, there are frog eggs. Then they turn into a tadpole. Then they turn into a baby frog. And last, it turns into a frog or grows into a frog. So good job, friends, if you knew that at home. Let's see here. So now let's do, let me move these up here. We are going to do these pictures and then switch it into something else. Okay, friends, this is sequencing it again. This time we have 3 pictures for this life cycle. Okay, so let's practice these words. This is our
Tadpole.
tadpole. This one is the
Frog.
frog. And this one is the you can see.
The eggs.
Yeah, the frog eggs. Good job. That was so nice you were going to let Colleen take a turn. That book is really working, I think, my friends.
No, I was gonna let us both say it.
All right, so what we're going to do now is we are going to sequence these up here, okay? It's a lot easier to with Velcro. Okay,
Sorry.
so I'm going to hold them here, friends, okay? We have the frog. Oh boy, here she comes. The tadpole and the frog eggs. Friends, which one goes first in our sequence?
A frog egg.
She's back. She's back. Hi. Okay. You have to not yell out the answers, okay? Sorry. She's right. It's the frog eggs. So, Maggie, do you want to come put the frog eggs next? And we're going to put the frog eggs up. And then Timmy's going to get to do the next turn, okay?
Okay.
Come on over here, sweetie. Quick like a bunny. Can you put the frog eggs up? For number 1, what happens first? Nice job. Good job. All right. Can you sit near Timmy? And now guess what? Your voice needs to be off for this turn, okay?
Okay.
All right, friends. Which one goes next? We have the frog eggs, then the frog, don't answer, or the tadpole.
The frog. The frog. The frog.
It's Timmy's turn. Sit down. It's Timmy's turn.
The tadpole.
Tim?
The tadpole.
If you said tadpole, you were right, friends. Go ahead, Tim. Put that one up there, bud. Quick. What time is it, Mel?
18 minutes.
Okay.
Almost 19.
Okay. All right. And friends, try to think of what this vocabulary word is.
Frog. Can I put that?
Because you're not waiting your turn. It's the frog. All right. So now, if we tell this story, Colleen, do you want to tell this story?
Yes, please.
Okay. Say it loud enough so they can hear.
First, there are frog eggs. Then there are tadpoles. Then there are frogs.
Good job. Then there are frogs. Or you could have said first frog eggs, then tadpoles, and last frog. Either way. Good job. So friends, if you knew that one, nice work. All right. Now I've got. So friends, what we're going to talk about quickly here. Don't take those totally down. Is a life cycle. And a life cycle, when we sequence it, it goes in a story. in a circle because it just keeps happening. I have a lot left to do on this one.
Oh, that's fine.
Oh, Mommy, I did this.
And the
one
guy
brain
inside
and
calls
stuff
me.
at school tonight.
No one knows, but it goes. And a sin, and a stand, honey. No one knows, but it goes. And a win and a stand, honey. No one knows, but it
Margaret, you better be
goes.
quiet, honey.
It's a little Moana singing for you while I get these ready. Okay. So a life cycle. If you do it again, I'm sending you to Dad though, because you're not listening. This isn't how we act in preschool or kindergarten. You have to sit quietly. Can you do that? My friends at home are really good at sitting really quietly and paying attention. Do you think you can do that?
I think so.
I hope so. Let's try it one more time, okay?
I'll sit right here.
All right, and if not, we're gonna have to go get Mr. Kearney to take you out.
It's not Mr. Connie.
In school, it's Mr. and Mrs. Okay? All right. Okay, Colleen, stop laughing.
I like.
Oh, so hold on. I'm really having to think right now.
Sorry, Mom.
I would like you to not. Okay, friends. So now here's.
Mama, why are you taking it all down?
Because they're kind of learning about a life cycle now that's more of a circle
Oh.
than a line like our sequencing. Okay, so friends, Maggie, do not answer or you have to go to Dad, okay? What shape does this make, my friends?
Uh-oh.
Maggie, what shape is this?
A circle?
A circle. So a life cycle goes in a circle because it happens over and over again, okay? So in this life cycle, first it's the frog eggs,
Yeah.
and then the eggs hatch into a tadpole, and the tadpole grows into a frog, and then the frog lays the eggs.
Eggs.
And then the eggs hatch into a tadpole, and the tadpole grows into a frog, and the frog lays
Eggs.
eggs, and then the eggs grow into a tadpole, and the hatch to a tadpole. Tadpole grows into a frog. Frog lays the eggs. So this is called a life cycle, friends. So kind of like a sequence, but it happens over and over and over and over again. Okay?
And it happens to their parents too.
When they become the parents. So my friends, we are going to do one of the things you have in your newsletter that I sent your grown-ups this week
Nothing.
is a life cycle to put together. So this
I know
one,
what a life cycle is.
you gotta stop talking. Yeah. Okay, so friends, we have pictures here, and it's going to go together like a puzzle, okay? So you're going to print it out, if you can, and then put these pictures together. If you cannot print it out, that is okay. You can draw it.
Mama.
What? Maggie, come
Mommy
sit here. I'll get you a book.
split me.
Hey, Keith, can you get Maggie?
Oh,
Well,
Dad.
Dad's doing his schoolwork too. We thought you were going to be great in here, and it's just
And just one more time.
no, it's a disaster.
Did you need all those things cut?
I'm on doing my best. If you could sneak on out, that would be great. Oh, learning from home doesn't get any better than this. Okay. All right. So, friends, here we are again with our pictures. We have a frog that's grown into a frog. Here we have the tail on the frog. There's our baby frog. It's still got a tail, but the tail got smaller and smaller and smaller. And here we have our tadpole. Here's our frog eggs. And in between is our tadpole with legs. So, remember, this is going to be a circle. I'm going to cheat a little here and show you. This is what you're getting at home, okay? So, Colleen, what in this... Friends, what happens first? Colleen?
The X.
The X. Good. I think that's in the right-ish spot. Yeah. All right. Now, let's go back a little. All right, friends, what would happen next? Would it be the tadpole with legs, the tadpole that doesn't have legs, the frog, or the baby frog with a tail? Tim?
The tadpole.
Okay. So can you put... Can you put that... Can you put that where it would go on the puzzle piece to make that life cycle? Yeah, good job, buddy. All right, and friends, see where he put it? It looks like a puzzle piece going together, okay? So now we have the tadpole with legs, we have the baby frog with a tail, and we have a frog. So friends, which one do you think would go next? Tim, what do you think? She apparently got a speech therapy injury. I'm not sure what went wrong there, but so you can go.
The tadpole with legs.
Tadpole with legs, friends. If you thought the tadpole with legs, you were right. Good job. See how it's going in a circle for our life cycle? And it's going to fit together like a puzzle piece when you do it. All right, friends, what goes next? The frog or the baby frog with his tail? Ready to go?
The baby frog with his tail.
Can you say it loud?
The baby frog with his tail.
Yep, the baby frog with his tail goes next. Good job. So it's looking like a puzzle in a circle. So then this one's the easy one because we only have one left. The next one is the frog. So we'll pull this a little closer together. And friends, you can glue this on a piece of paper. Okay, so you're gonna cut it out. And then you can color it and then put it together like this. There's a little sign in the middle that you can put in, or you don't have to put in. You could do it like this. And that says frog life cycle. I forgot a thing again. If you cannot print this out, that is totally fine. You can draw this in a circle. So you would do, babe, will you go get me
I know what you're gonna say.
dry erase? I think I do this every week. One of these weeks before the end of the year, friends, I'm gonna remember my dry erase. But you can just draw this yourself. My kids are having to print out a lot for school, and we'll start drawing some of the things. Jimmy, can you come sit down for me, please? Oh, there isn't.
Here you go.
Thank you.
I'm gonna put one.
All right, so you could do it like this, friends. You do not have to print this out. You can draw frog eggs happen first. And remember, we knew each one had a little dot inside. And then we can say, how about if we do an arrow and say, next, it's a tadpole. There's our tadpole. Then the tadpole grows into, oh gosh, here comes my art ability. Tadpole with legs. Don't tell Mrs. Ohm that my drawing looked like this. Then it went to, let's say, a frog with a little tail. And then it went to a frog. And whatever your drawing looks like works as long as you can explain it to your grown-up. So you could draw it just like this. The frog eggs turn into a hatch to a tadpole. The tadpole grows legs. Then it turns into a baby frog with a tail. And then it grows into a frog. And then the frog lays eggs. You could do it either way, okay? How much time is on there, Mom?
29, almost 30 minutes.
Ooh, okay. So we have one more quick thing we're going to do. I would love it. It would make me so happy, friends, if you could take pictures of yourself and sequence, not this way, but the across one we did, sequence your life. My Timmy had to do that for his first grade class a few weeks ago, and it was so fun. We went through and took baby pictures out and sequenced his. So we're gonna show you our wall where his has been, just because, I don't know.
I can't lie, but I look
We haven't taken, he was pretty adorable. We haven't taken it down, and I put some pictures of mine out there to show you. So let me show you what I want you to do for this one. Try not to trip over the easel, guys.
Did you get all the squares?
I'll get it first. Sorry. Tub for the baby. Okay, so friends, can you come over here and see this? Friends, come on over here. This is a bit of a sequence of my life as a younger person. I didn't sequence my old lady life, but so first I was a baby. Then I went to kindergarten. It's my first day of kindergarten. Then I went to high school. That's my high school one. So these are some things when I was younger. So first I was a baby. Then I went to kindergarten like you guys. Then I went to high school. And then I could put here. And now I'm a speech therapist at MEC. Okay? So that was the sequence of mine. Now I'm going to let Timmy do. They're getting a little folded. But Timmy's going to show you what you can do too. So just find some pictures. Go ahead, Betty.
This was me when I was like.
So can you use the story words to say first?
This is me when I was like a first baby. This is me at the same age, like when I was 0 or 1.
Yep.
And this is me when I was 3. This was me when I was 3. This is me last year when I was
Kindergarten. That's your kindergarten.
kindergarten, and I was like 5. And this is me when I was 7 this year.
Good job.
In first grade.
In first grade, exactly. So Timmy's is first he was a baby, then he then he was a little bit bigger and 1, then he was 2, then he went to kindergarten, and last he went to first grade, or then he went to first grade. If you guys could ever take some pictures, if you guys could ever get pictures, it was so fun to look through Timmy's to get his, and funny to look through mine to get mine. But if you guys could do that for me and take a picture or tell me a video sequencing yourself, it would make me so happy. I would love to see it. You're all so cute now, and I would love to see how cute you were when you were babies. So that is on your Grown Ups newsletter also. It just tells you to find a few pictures and sequence you. So thank you, friends. We'll be back again with another It's Mine story for you. Bye-bye.
Bye.